Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is, right. I think there might be more green trinities, but at least around this area. But this one's the first one I thought of, and I'll do an exploration of all the other ones later. AP up. Okay, hold up. Oh right, I forgot to use these stuff. Defense up and AP up basically do what they say. They up one of each stat. There's a strength and a magic AP, or up. You know, a strength up, magic up in this game. I'm not sure where they are or how many they are, but you can make them, I think. Maybe not in this game, but in the next game you can. But yes, I'm using them all on me. Like I said before, never use them on Sora, on Donald and Goofy. Because, not to say that they're bad or anything, it's just that, powerful weapon that is difficult to deflect. I'm guessing it has piercing to it. I don't know, but yeah, you know, you get my point. Oh look, Goofy, you have another slot. Cool. Oh yeah, right. Hold on. Protection, Protectra, Fire. Yeah, Protectra chain. There you go, Goofy. Hold up. Wait, how's this worse than the White Fang I have? Okay, maybe this. What? Reduces my AP. What? Ah, right. Ability. Okay. How is this worse? Whatever. Okay, maybe Donald can use this. Okay, maybe not. Oh, maybe? Okay, and... Just when I thought this thing that says Ray of Sunlight, would be so cool. No. Well, it's supposed to be used for, like, summoning spells, and maybe I'll equip it to myself as soon as I get another slot, but for now, I can't. And looks like I got one of the first Ansem reports. Real quick, I will be reading those. Unlike all these other things in the journals, I will be reading that. Like, the full Ansem report just because I want to. Because, like the thing about the Chronicles is that it just summarizes everything that's happened so far, like, you know, what happened in Wonderland, what happened in Olympus Coliseum, Deep Jungle, Agrabah, all that stuff. So I'm not going to bother with that. The Ansem reports are a little bit more important because they give story details and some backstory. So I'll be reading those out when I can, but not after. Like after I get all of them too. So keep that in mind. Jafar, Genie Jafar, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that is something else I guess I could talk about real quick. I do want to mention, Final Rest. Oh, right. I'm feeling sick. Yeah, okay, let's just get going, I guess. Gummy Ship. We can, revisit some places and use, unseal more Trinities. Well, wasn't there a Trinity mark in the accessory shop? Could this torn page be from Merlin's book? What? Let's return it to Merlin and give it to him. Wait, what? What? What are you guys talking about? Like, seriously, what in the heck are you guys talking about? Wait, did I get something? Oh, I might have. Let's actually go to accessory shop because I really don't want to go to Merlin's. Because, wait, hold up. When did I get this? Torn page out of Merlin's book. Try reattaching it. Wait, when did I get this? Was it during my fight with Aladdin? Or no, not Aladdin. Jafar, did I get this? Or did, like, during the whole cutscene with the bad guys, did it give it to me? What? Like, seriously, I'm genuinely confused. How did I get this? Well, whatever, I have it. I'm not sure, I forget how many pages there are. I think there's 6, maybe 5, if I'm correct. Maybe more. I could be wrong. But again, I'll be doing the book itself as soon as I get all of the pages, which can take a while, because I'm not going to go back and forth and do, like, the world of Winnie the Pooh back and forth anytime I get a page, because that sort of breaks the flow of things. So for now, I'm not going to do that. But for this one, I'm going to do this, because I need to do this now. You know, the whole Let's stand on top of each other and access something new. Because we can finally access the material shop now. No, not material. Materia. Synthesis shop, sorry. I keep on forgetting that's the thing it's called, but here we go. We can use your items to make unusual new items, Kupo. Let's make something for you, Kupo. Bring back a bunch of items from your travels, Kupo. Okay, yeah, basically the concept in mind for Kupos, or these little Kupo guys, or Moogles, like, right, oh right. These things are called Moogles. I believe we already knew that. But basically what you have to do is you have to talk to each of these Moogles. Someday we'll make the ultimate weapon, Kupo. So bring us all the items you can, Kupo. Okay, no, not you. Let's synthesis. Yeah, okay, look. All the items you have are displayed there in the inventory. Usually anything you have or able to make, they're usually able to just say, hey, we have right here. But here's the thing you kind of need to keep in mind, just so some people can understand. When they say they're one day going to be able to make the ultimate weapon, that's kind of what you need to do for them. You need to come and synthesize certain items. You need to synthesize a good amount of items with them in order to level them up. The more you synthesize, the more they're able to make later on. So, like, if you synthesize, like, a couple of these things and come back a few seconds, or maybe come back later, they'll have more stuff so that way you can synthesize. At some point, they're able to allow you to synthesize a very good Keyblade, and some weapons for Donald and Goofy, but we need to wait until we get to that point. So, for now, I'm going to synthesize a good amount of stuff from them, at least to some degree. Okay. I have enough for this. Yep. And there we go. Mega Potion. And I think he'll say it. Let's see. Yeah, look, see? There we go. There we go, see? Like, as soon as I, like, exit out of it, oh, look, he has more stuff to synthesize. Instead of 6, now he has 12. So, yay! So, yay! Thanks, little guy. I appreciate it. Is that enough, though? Nope. Okay. Might as well. Nope. You need to, you need to actually be able to synthesize a good amount of stuff from them before they can synthesize more stuff. It's really all dependent on what you do, really. It's really dependent on that. Oh, come on. I just made this stuff. You should allow me to have this. Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Like, I'm gonna use this one because, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. You know, I'm gonna keep it because I have enough AP for now. I don't have anything else I need to do. Hey, look, I have enough. Okay, yeah, okay. Finally, I can guard. Jesus. Okay, to guard, you press B in order to guard. Okay, this is kind of a weird thing because, like, in order to guard attacks, you press B while standing still, and if you want to dodge roll, you have to move and press the square button. It's not that bad, but it gets a little bit more complicated in Kingdom Hearts 2, especially with what they did with the remix versions. But anyway, okay, so let's actually give Donald and Goofy some of this stuff. Maybe they could use it. Let's see. No. Ability stud. Seriously? Like, why is it that a good amount of this stuff either lowers his health or defense? Or both? Okay, you don't need more MP for now, Donald, so you're fine. Actually, let me check something. Golem Chain. You lower your defense, but you get a lot stronger, Goofy. For now, let's do that. Increase your AP, lower your attack a little bit, and boost your defense. Okay. Chain. Boost strength. Boost strength, power. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's give Goofy's less defense, since he has a lot more health, and give him a lot more power. Okay, there we go. that should do. I'll sell off some of this stuff at the item shop. Hello?
Well, as I live and breathe, if it isn't Pinocchio.
Oh, Jesus, not again.
Oh, hi, Jiminy.
What in the world are you doing down here?
Hello, puppet boy.
Playing hide and seek.
I just don't believe it. And here I was, up all night just worried sick about you. Why, of all the Pinocchio?
Yeah, that's his little tell. Are you telling me the truth? No, he's not. Because Pinocchio, literally, like, anytime he tells a lie, his nose grows a little bigger. Or longer. I will say, though, the weird thing is, like, about him that's interesting, is that, at least Jiminy Cricket, he's not as dark as his original counterpart, because, oh boy, his original counterpart was a little bit less kind to you. Yes? Then tell me, what is this? It was a present. No fibbing now. You know you're not supposed to tell lies. A lie only grows and grows till you get caught, plain as the nose on your face. But if you want something, why wait? Why not just take it? Oh my, who told you that? You need some advice from your conscience. That's what Jiminy is supposed to be. He's supposed to be Pinocchio's conscience to tell him what's right and wrong. That's right, you're my conscience, Jimmy. I never tell lies as long as you're around. I'm guessing that's the truth. You need to be good as you can so you can become a real boy. You promised Geppetto you would be, right? Do you know where Father is? He's not with you? Jiminy, let's go find Father. Now hold on. There are all sorts of dangers and temptations out there. I'll find Geppetto, so you just wait here. These fellows here will be helping me. Will we? We will. Well, shall we go, Sora? You could have asked us first. Well, he's not wrong, well, it makes sense. I won't lie as long as Jiminy's around. Yeah, sure. Sure you won't, kid. I kinda highly doubt that, but okay. Like, the thing about Pinocchio is he's known for lying, so, you know. It's never a question of whether or not he might lie, it's whether or not he will. Anyway. Actually, that's actually the same question, reversed. I don't know. Don't ask me. For now. I really wish I had more MP, but I didn't want to give it to... I didn't want to do the thing I said I did, so I'm not going to go back on it. Actually, hold on. I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to have to pause it here for a second. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, back there. 10 LA like. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry about that. Had to go to the bathroom, had to do some other stuff, and also I did some other stuff while off screen. As you can see, I remade my gummy ship. Like, real quick, let me show it. It's called the Kingdom, finally. I decided to rename one, and this is what I made. This is the Kingdom, everyone. Yeah, so while, you know, everything else was happening, after I showcased everything, I decided to check around the place of Traverse Town, get some little items here and there. I also spent some of my time making, making that whole warp drive thing. Well, you know, making my own gummy ship, so that's the reason why you see that. Jesus Christ. Battle level, Jesus. Could always go to this one, but... Wait, what? Put radar... Wait, hold up, sorry. I meant to select Warp Drive. Warp Star! Sorry, I keep on forgetting to do that. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Kingdom. As you can see, I really went overboard with its design, mainly because I wanted to. And I know it's kind of hard to see which parts are which because it's purely white, but in all honesty, I don't care because I'm not going back to replace every single part to make it a different color. But for now, since I have to go through one of these, like, what do you call it? These things. One of these types of things, I'm guessing I have to at least change certain parts. So yes, I'm gonna have to go through certain parts and do this again, sort of thing. Like, you know, individually go to each part and change each setup thing that they have. I have to do that every single time, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it purely white. Maybe for the wings, I'll leave them white and change everything else to a different color, you know, that type of stuff. I don't know. I am so sorry for all these cuts. I really am. I really am sorry for these cuts. I don't know what else to say other than that. Just, oh boy. This whole situation just doesn't feel great to me. That this happened. I don't know. So, I do apologize for that. And my ship does not look like it's stable. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I can go to one of these two worlds. Whew. Oh yeah, sorry about all these cuts. I really am sorry. I just don't get, like, there's some personal stuff you gotta do, so, you know, there's that issue. 5-star. 6-star. Jesus. You know what, let's go to the lower level one. Either way, it's not gonna matter, honestly, because guess what? I think it's not gonna matter. I think what's gonna happen next is something. Like, I'm trying to remember whether or not this next thing is what I think it is, or whether or not it's the wrong thing. What the... Was this the right one to go to? Like, I'm so confused, honestly, because, like, I know there's one thing that happens that, you know, you kind of need to do that happens when you go to one of these two worlds. I think it happens when you go to one of these two worlds. I kind of want to do it just because it's quicker to do it. At least it's somewhat of a long world, but in and of itself, I think it's interesting. So you know what? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be long. Look, I don't know. I forget, honestly. It's been a while since I've actually done this. I usually go to the top one, of course, but I think it activates either way when you do either one. It depends. You'll see what I mean as soon as we get to it. Wait, what? Come on! Oh, come on! Oh. You could warp to... Why does that happen? You could warp to one of the worlds. Okay. That makes more sense now. That made no sense to me beforehand. Okay, this time, avoid going into the... Avoid going into one of the one of the wormhole things. Because those will get you. Okay, avoid it. Okay, good. Okay, this time I won't fall for it. Okay, I think what happens next is supposed to happen. Dang it. Okay, like, you people may look at me like, oh, I'm crazy, but no, something does happen. It's just, it doesn't happen right away. At least not for me. I'm gonna stream, by the way, also one other thing I do want to mention. You have to go to Sid in order to upgrade your ship's size capacity. Like, if you're not able to make it big enough, you can't really make it big enough for your liking. Yeah, you're gonna need to go and buy space from Sid in order to actually make it bigger and all that stuff. Which is kind of dumb that you need to make slot space, you need to buy slot space, you need to buy all this other stuff. Okay, here it is, here we go. What is that? Okay, this was what I was talking about. This activates if you try to go to either world, either way, so, you know. Here's this whole situation. Wow, it's huge! It's a space whale! Whale! Yo ho ho! Yo ho ho! Yo ho! Okay. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Okay. 13 minutes. Okay. Just double checking the amount of time I've spent so far. It's not a full hour, but it's fine. Let's see. Wow, it's huge. What is it? Looks like a mountain muff head. But it turns out it's a whale. It's a sea whale. It's a space whale. I don't know why it's in space or in this place, but it's a whale. It's a giant whale. It really is. It's Monstro. He's a whale of a whale, and vicious besides. Whoa, Sora, get us out of here. Yeah, Sora, turn this boat around. We need a bigger boat. I know it's a whale, but it still counts for this. Too late, he's going to swallow us. Yeah, so this happens regardless. Oh, another new cutscene. It's true, I saw it with my own eyes. You sure you didn't just hear it this time? What difference does it make? There's a huge monster in there, I tell you. Alright, suppose there really is a monster. Think we can beat it by ourselves? No. No problem, let's do it. Jesus, those anime eyes. Listen there, can you hear it growling? And I mean that as a cute, because... Seriously, look how cute they are. We've got to go. Be careful. We gotta be careful, sorry. Seriously, look at those two. They're literally too cute. See that? It was just the wind making that noise. Oh man, I wish it was a monster. Really? Hold on, what's that over there? It's a door or a board, something like that. A window or maybe a door? It won't open. Jeez, is it that really all that that's in here? What do you expect in a boring place like this? Zippers, buttons, heartless. What are heartless? I don't know. Hey, Sora. Or unbirth? What are unbirth? Or unbirth, I think. When we grow up, let's get off this island. We'll go on real adventures. Not this kid stuff. Sure, but isn't there anything fun to do? Hey, you know the new girls at the mayor's house? Did you hear? You can definitely tell those were added cutscenes because there's no dialogue or voice acting for that.
Hey, Sora! Are you okay?
Also, I bought new
What are you guys
weapons for
doing?
Donald and Goofy. Just in case if I didn't say that.
Anyway? Whoa!
Thank you for the item.
Oh, you know, I think that big old whale Monstro just swallowed us.
Well, at least you remember the name.
And for today's weather, expect showers. Oh, heavy showers.
Very heavy shower. Pinocchio.
Oh, it's just Pinocchio.
Wait, how'd you get here?
Pinocchio?
Yeah, how'd you get here?
Pinocchio, where are you going? Pinocchio! Come on, everybody, after him, quick!
How did you get here before we did, exactly? Seriously, we just left Traverse Town. How did you get here? Okay, well, to be fair, I kind of, went about getting here a very long way, so technically that's true. But yeah, welcome to Monstro, everyone. The whale is his own little world. And that was what I was talking about beforehand. Remember when I said, like, I'm wondering if this affects... Basically, if you went to either world that I think I'm thinking of is the world I'm thinking of, if you go to either one, you'll activate this whole situation, which is just a world in and of itself that just activates by itself, and, you know, it's just a world in and of itself. So if you wanted to, you know, if you wanted to go to the other world, too bad, you would activate this. If you went to the other world, too bad, this would have activated too. So you have to go to Monstro's world before you can go to any of the other worlds. The next two worlds besides Aladdin's world, so there you go.
What have you got there, Pinocchio?
With this, we can get out of here, Father.
Sure.
Really? With this big block, you think so?
Sort of.
It's true. So, how did you end up here, Pinocchio?
Oh my, so the whale swallowed all of you too? My goodness.
Also our ship,
Yeah,
but,
looks like
My name is Geppetto. I'm Pinocchio's father. When
Cool.
we got separated, I traveled all over looking for him. Thank goodness we're together again.
and
So, you seem to know Pinocchio quite well. I hope he was a good boy in my absence.
he hasn't been bad so far.
We've all had quite a journey, right, Pinocchio? Pinocchio!
God dang it. Gosh darn it. And that's what happened. Hold up, let me check something. Monstro, yeah. So you saw that silhouette, right? Anyway, Pinocchio, Geppetto, and Esmeralda. Sorry, I'm just thinking, like, also, weirdly enough, I noticed this the first time I actually played this. He does have his fish here, but for some reason, he doesn't have his cat. For those of you curious, in the Pinocchio movie, Geppetto has two pets. He has this pet baby kitten, or maybe cat. Maybe it's full grown, but it's just a weird child cat thing. Like, it looks like a kitten, but I think it's a full grown cat. I think it's supposed to be. And he also has a goldfish, just as pets. They express, they do stuff. They're just not like main characters, more like super side characters. And that's about it. He has his goldfish, but for some reason his cat's not around here. I don't get it. I don't know why, but whatever. I don't think wandering around in a whale is like the least of his issues. But yeah, wandering inside of a whale in general is not a good place to do. Or anything that's living is a good thing to do. Whatever you do, if you do get swallowed by anything larger than you and you can actually move around in it, don't touch anything, because you know none of it is sanitary. Second of all, don't go anywhere near towards the end, because that is not going to be a pleasant experience for you at the very end of it all. Yeah, I'm grossing myself out thinking about it. And hop, yes, gotcha. I need to get better hops. There's a way to get better hops at some point, but not now, unfortunately. But let's actually just try and find Pinocchio, because there's a way to do this. Here we go. There you are, Pinocchio.
What are you doing? Come on, let's go back.
You know, Geppetto's awfully worried about you.
Yeah,
Pinocchio, stop fooling around. This is no time for games.
he just wandered off. I don't think he's trying to do anything, but geez, you don't have to be mad.
But Sora, I thought you liked games. Or are you too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
And there's Riku.
Riku? What are you doing here?
Just playing with Pinocchio.
You know what I mean. What about Kairi? Did you find her?
Maybe. Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Oh, come on.
Come on. Okay, this is not good. Well, you know, considering that they already showed us that Riku's working with the bad guys, you'd think we'd kind of, well, you know, it feels like as if they're trying to lure us into thinking that Riku isn't a good guy, at least for the audience, even though we already know that's the case. Like, I know, like, Sora doesn't know that Riku's bad just yet. Or at least he's aligned with the villain side of things. But still,
Heal.
something to at least mention, because, like, it's weird. Weird that if you look at it, it's like, huh. He's kind of aligning himself with villains, and it's, for some reason, it seems like as if we're supposed to accept, like, Sora's just unable to know that. I really wish they could have kept the reveal a little bit longer, but it's understandable why they did this, somewhat. Because, well, the remake issues, stuff like that, you know.
Thunder. See ya. See ya.
There we go, Fiarga. Yeah, Fiarga. And then it's gonna be Fiarga.
See ya. Fire.
I will admit, the fire spell is very powerful.
Fire.
It's just not my cup of tea. Well, you know what, actually, fine. For now, I will... What was I gonna do? Alright, I was gonna... Hold up. Right, customize. I'm thinking, like, what do I go to? Alright, here we go. I definitely want to upgrade my Thunder spell at some point, because I like Thunder. It's a long-range attack that can hit a lot of opponents, especially if it's around you. Come on, it's a Keyblade. It should be able to slice through stuff. Actually, apparently it can't do that for some reason. Like, I always thought the Keyblade was interesting of a weapon, but it's like, I always thought Sora would use it like a sword, where it's like slashing. And I said this before, but instead, he uses like the blunt end of the stick of the Keyblade as a, like, just a whacking stick.
Come on. Thunder.
Usually, just like...
See ya.
Come on! There we go.
Fire.
Oh, jump! Dang it. Well, I tried jumping. Okay. Love you too. Okay. Love you too, bye.
Come on. Fire.
I will say fire is never a bad spell in this game, because it doesn't consume that much energy, and it's able to rapid fire. But still, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's just like, I consider like some of the other spells you get a lot better than this one, but that's just my particular feelings towards it. Again, I don't hate this spell. I just think that, you know, I prefer the other spells like Earth, Wind, Fire, and Air. No, I'm just kidding. Just literally, I prefer some of the other spells like Blizzard and Thunder more so than I do Fire, which is kind of weird. Whatever. Hurricane Gust or what? I don't do that much. Arrow combo, unleash an extreme powerful finishing blow. Okay. So let's take a look at what that does. Okay, maybe if I'm able to do it, honestly. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry about that cut earlier because, well, I was talking with my father and I didn't want to cut again, so I had to. So, you know, if you see like an empty space there, like just cut out, that's why. Seriously, how do I move that box? If I can't, why is the box there in the first place? Yeah!
This should help. Fire! Fire!
I will admit, like, I'm not saying fire is never a good spell. Because it gets the job done. But it's just that, you know, again, I prefer Blizzard and Thunders. I'm just saying, I just want to make this clear because, like, I know certain people will say, well, you're certainly using fire more. Well, that's because it's a lot more useful. Thank you. Give me the... There we go. Osmosis G. Real quick. Oh, okay, right, okay. That's what that is. Okay, I was thinking, like, what is that? Oh, that's what that is. Okay, there it is. You guys see that? Yeah, that's the new attack I got. There we go. Okay, Jesus. You think it wouldn't be that hard to hit those things, but apparently it is. And this is a dead end. Well, great. I really want Glide, but I don't know which world it is that I need to go next in order to get it. Like, was it the next one, or was it the one before that? Maybe it's the one that doesn't have lag to it. Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Yeah, this is mainly due to my internet connection and because of something else. Now, some people will say, well, what are you talking about? Kingdom Hearts doesn't need a internet connection. Yeah, it doesn't, but my PS4 needs it. That doesn't make sense either. Yeah, trust me, it makes sense to me, okay? Ah, there it is. Okay. See ya. Okay. Love you, bye. Alicia, bye. Okay, who? Dang it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that cut again, but talking to my dad again, and also I needed to, you know, redo that jump because I fell over. Okay, not because of the barrel heartless things you guys saw before I cut out. No, that was a different matter entirely. There we go. Seriously, what's the point of these boxes? I think there's a point to them, but I don't know.
Fire! Fire!
Thank you. Thank you for your patronage. Man, those big guys are a joke now with this fire spell, at least. Oh yeah, here are the Barrel Heartless I was talking about before, but you guys didn't get to see me fight them. Yeah, whenever they die, they explode. It doesn't really harm you, but it's interesting that they explode. Like seriously, I kind of don't get why they explode. Are they like, you know, barrels full of TNT? Because it feels like as if they. It feels weird that they just explode like, boosh, boosh, like all that stuff. Well, that was quick. Hold up, I want to make sure this is the right Heartless I'm thinking of. Yep, Barrel Spider, just like the Pot Spider, except with barrels. Search Ghosts, yeah, there you go. There's the information for you all if you wanted to read it. I know to some degree, maybe you don't care, but you wanted to show it anyway. Okay, just making sure something. Sorry about that, my phone went off because something happened. Somebody wanted to see something, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. That's a good attack, honestly. Just like spinning in the air. Spin to win, till you die, till the blood flows to your eyes. Anyway, yeah, not a funny joke, but I made it and I'm proud of it. Okay, does this go anywhere? Well, it's the bottom of chamber 5, so it's fine. Oh yeah, there's some chests here. Good. Glad I chose correctly. Glad I chose wisely. The guy from Indiana Jones is looking at me, smiling, saying, "You have chosen wisely." Look, there's a trinity here. There's some chests, some good loot. You like loot. Trust me, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts or any RPG, I will always go for the loot. Even like side quests, I will do. Not because I want to 100% your game, it's just because I want the best stuff. I want more. I want more money. I want more stuff. I just want more, honestly. I want it all. I want it. Yes, I just sang a song from freaking High School Musical. Sorry, Disney Channel original movies are on my brain nowadays, or at least ever since the Kim Possible movie. Jesus. Anybody ever heard of that? I know it's like past the time by the point this comes out, but did you hear about that? They decided to make a live-action Disney Channel original movie, TV movie, about Kim Possible. So, yay, Kim Possible's getting a movie, but it's an adaptation of an already existing franchise, you know, because Disney hasn't made enough of those already. To be fair, this is a lot different because this is an animated an animated series turned into a movie. Because we all know that type of idea definitely proves gold, right? Right? Anyone remember Avatar from that Last Airbender directed by M. Night Shyamalan? Anybody remember that? The movie that literally ran his name through the mud until he made some good movies again? Like Split and The Visit. Anybody remember that? Yeah, I do. Like seriously, that movie nearly killed his career for that guy. I felt bad for him because it's like, I know the guy is trying to make a good movie and ideas here and there, and some of them kind of seem interesting, but unfortunately, some of them, the execution of them really didn't do too well. Especially Avatar. Jesus Christ, that movie. If you're a fan of the movie, yeah, it definitely spits on the show's legacy / storytelling and beautiful stuff. But overall, though, it's not great. It's not great. But I will admit, there is one thing I do want to admit when it comes to M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan. I don't know why I call him that. Is that at least the guy tries his best, I guess, or at least tried, but still, you know, in the end, it really all depends on how well of it is produced is actually given off. So, you know, it's dependent on whoever is receiving it. So how about this movie, this TV movie based on a series that some people like? Well, considering that the dislike ratio from what I remember seeing is very low, it's very not good. Like, seriously, it's like the bar is like 75% dislikes, while only a small percentage is like likes. And that's not to mention the comments. Like, Jesus Christ, this like live action Disney Channel original movie of Kim Possible is not looking too well off by itself. It's like, holy crap.
Thunder!
I think you're better off just like literally buying.
Fire!
I think you're better off just literally like reading the comments and then
Thunder!
I think you're literally better off, like, possibly hearing about this movie from someone else instead of watching it. I don't know. I don't support it, but at the same time, I understand, like, you know, the people involved, at least the actors, they had nothing to do with this, so I can't blame them for making this movie. I can blame Disney. He's like, this is kind of like an issue in and of itself. I'm kind of worried about these. It's like, what if they decide that this is, like, a good idea, business practice, that they should do this for other Disney Channel animated series that they have? It's like, my God, what would happen if they did this? It's like, oh Christ, what if they do this for Gargoyles? They make that into a live-action TV movie adaptation. How do you think that'll work out? If you said poorly, then you definitely know your stuff. He's like, I will say, most of the live-action Disney movies that are, like, very high budget, they really don't really speak too much confidence about me, because most of them are just retelling the story in a not a really interesting way, just, oh, it's live-action visuals, and that's all it really gives me. That's the only benefit of having a live-action movie. It's like all this stuff live-action, even though some of it doesn't work in live-action. But, yeah, that's about it,
Why
really.
do you still care about that boy? He has all but deserted you for the Keyblade and his new companions.
No, I haven't.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really? Of course you were.
Yeah.
Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
Mind your own business.
You'd think she would be the one leading him along. But no. Riku is actually fine by himself, actually. You'll see what I mean when we get to that.
Riku! What's the matter with you? What are you thinking?
Everything?
Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days. Do you even want to save Kairi?
Considering
do.
everything, duh. Like, seriously, considering everything, yeah, of course he wants to save Kairi. Heck, a little bit way later on in this game, you'll definitely see the resolve of his, what do you call it? The resolve of what Sora is willing to go through with saving Kairi. So, you can't really say, oh, he's not willing to save Kairi or he doesn't want to save Kairi. He really does. I won't play. Dang it, Pinocchio. 13. 15.
You up for this?
No problem. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Thunder! Fire!
Okay, you know what? Just fire fireballs at it for a second.
See ya!
Yeah! By the way, no, this isn't the end of this boss. It was a little bit too easy here, but it's not the end. Also, yeah, Riku helped us a bit in this fight. This was what I was talking about before. It's like, it seems like as if he's trying to help us. But, well, there's more to it than that. I've got Cheer. Oh yeah, right. I know what this ability is, real quick. Cheer. Increases the MP summoning gauge, giving them more time. I might equip that later, but not now. Give up MP to give HP to the entire party. Evolution. Skill. Might as well. So yeah, Goofy, weirdly enough, can learn a good amount of MP things where it's like he can take away some of his MP that makes him allows him to do special skills. And what they do basically is that he gives up some of his MP and gives it to others, which is interesting. I don't know. I think it's interesting. It seems like completely like odd that he gets some of those skills, but I kind of wish he kept some of those skills later on because yeah, you'll see what I mean once we get to that. First, wait, hold up. Let me just double check something. Okay, I want to see something real quick. Yeah, I can use this now. You know what? Nah. I'm going to stick with this. Look at there. Okay, I'm going to stick with that because, yeah, I really don't care whether or not Donald has more defense. I kind of want him to have more AP. And I know some people will say, well, just give him, like, another one of the next APs that you get. Again, like I said before, I'm not wasting AP on Donald or Goofy or any of the other things because, well, those things I find only rarely, and I don't think you can actually make them in this one.
Pinocchio!
At least I don't think so.
Please, give me back my son.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business with this puppet.
Well,
He's no puppet. Pinocchio is my little boy.
He is unusual. Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure. But maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Kairi?
What do you care about her?
dude, calm down. But, yeah, I think they kind of spoiled it to a degree, but not really. But, finally, Jesus. Okay, shared abilities, right. Real quick, shared abilities. Yeah. Shared abilities are basically just that. A shared ability among your entire party. Meaning that if you... for now. Meaning that if you equip it, you and your party member will be able to perform that particular action. For example, now we all can have a high jump. Which is actually good, because I'm glad I actually have this, because... oh boy! It's more of like, oh no. This would have been bad if I would have been unable to actually, jump higher than before, because... would have been annoying if I wasn't able to do this anymore. Or do this at some point. There we go. Perfect. Come on, Donald and Goofy. Help me. Help me. Help me. I'm going out of my mind and waiting for things to die. Okay, now let's open this chest. I don't know why I'm singing, but I just want to. Okay, so as you guys saw before, Monstro's stomach or mouth, mouth drained a little bit. Although for some reason, I don't think that was his stomach that turned into a Heartless. That was just a stomach Heartless. But we were in his stomach, I think, or somewhat near his intestines or something like that. But yeah, that caused Monstro's, water area around here to lower a bit. So that way you can get some loots. Some mad loots. I don't know how we ended up from his stomach or some parts lower into his body all the way back here. Monstro is confusing. At least it isn't as bad as the actual original Monstro stomach, because in that, it was just, you know, just the mouth and nothing else. This is also something I'm not sure about, like, this actually exists or not in terms of, like, actual, like, biology in some animals. It's like, do some animals have their skeletons literally outside of their skin? Because, like, I understand teeth are one thing, but imagine inside your mouth. You could literally see the top parts of your, like, not jaw, like your, the bone that's your skull, like the top part of your skull, like it's not there, and Goofy? Jesus Christ, Goofy. Okay, that made me laugh. Anyway, the top parts of the bottom of your skull that, you know, makes the roof of your mouth, imagine if you could see that. That's basically what this is. Except, you know, this is Monstro's, like, rib cage. A lot of cartoons do this, and it's kind of weird, and it makes sense because, you know, you're showcasing that you're in his chest area. But at the same time, it's kind of a bit, like, confusing, biologically wise, because it's like, even then, like, you could have just made his whole thing not show, because people, well, not people, well, but most things look like as if, like, oh, hey, he's actually showing off the rib cage, because, you know, you can see the rib cage inside a human body, even though you don't. I know I'm nitpicking, but it's something to talk about while I try to get mad loots. Man, the way I'm splitting up these episodes is to make sure they're not... Okay, Jesus. Is to make sure they're not hours, at least 1 hour long. If I do, it might be like the final episode. I'll try to make sure it's that way. Because, like, Undertale surprisingly had that particular issue. That series had that issue because it's like, as soon as I was able to finish off the series, it's like, the last episode was nearly 2 hours long. And I'm thinking, like, okay, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to, or allow this to be aired uncut like it is. So I'm going to have to cut it down. So, you know, there's that. Yeah. I will say, it's a bit odd how Pinocchio just end up, like, passed out for some reason. I'm wondering what happened, because it's kind of weird. I will say, though, I think Riku is involved in this in a weird way. There we go. Grabbed it. Haha! I did it! More Dalmatians. Okay. I'm not saying, like, Dalmatians are bad, it's just... If there's anything good, I'm hoping I can find it before anything else, because I do want some good loots. I want some good loots, man! But so far, so good, right? Pretty sure. Okay. Okay, just die. Just die. You must die. Oh, nice to see you. You must die. That's literally Sora's reaction right now at least. It's like, oh. Like, what do you call it? Like, what do you call it? Like, oh, look, there's some Heartless. You must die. Yes, I'm quoting Game Grumps. And that's mainly because they're very quotable. Plus, there's a couple of other things that have happened in recent memory so far that have sort of led to this sort of thing. Real quick, if anyone's seen my Kim Possible, like, film discussion thing, I actually talked about it and used one of the quotes from Game Grumps to, you know, showcase it. It's one of the more lesser-known ones that they did, which was when they did the Faces of Evil, one episode when they faced off against this werewolf creature, boss thing. The way it died was just basically it got faded out of existence, like as if it's like slowly got erased slightly, like in a digital erasing way, and then Danny and Arnold, Aaron, sorry, I call him Arnold as another reference to something else. But anyway, when Aaron and Danny reacted to it, they just laughed themselves stupid because of it. It's like, oh my god, it's like, it's the cheapest way of ever, like, erasing a character, or doing a character's death. Because it's like, the other deaths that they do in that series, like the actual, I think it's Wand of Gamelon. No, Faces of Evil. Right? Faces of Evil, the Zelda CDI game. Remember? He's like, it is seemingly weird how that's in the game while some other elaborate animations occur. So it's like, oh, it's interesting that they did that so cheaply against you know, the other deaths that they did, which were more elaborate. You guys see that, right? Oh yeah, by the way, I really hate this section of the map because, Jesus Christ, you get stuck on a lot of stuff and your attacks get stuck on some things. Okay, stop doing that! Thank you guys, Jesus. But yeah, take a look at their new weapons. Goofy's is literally just an upgrade from his shield bashing one, because the other shields didn't provide strength bonuses. Donald's is an upgrade of his own original staff, actually, weirdly enough. I was gonna get him something else, but that was the best one that did, like, the best. And it costed a lot, so I kinda needed to choose between certain ones. And that's why I hate this. Like, seriously, Jesus Christ. Fire! Okay, thank God you're dead. Okay, oh, Jesus. Sweet Jesus, these guys are annoying to deal with in this area. You know what, let's just go to the stomach already, because I'm tired of this.
Hey, let Pinocchio go, Riku.
Yeah.
A puppet that's lost its heart to the heartless.
Well.
Maybe it holds the key to helping Kairi. How about it, Sora? Let's join forces to save her.
You didn't even
We
explain
can do
what
it
this whole thing...
together.
You don't even explain what's happening.
What? You'd rather fight me? Over a puppet that has no heart?
Heart or no heart, at least he still has a conscience.
Ooh.
Conscience.
Burn.
You might not hear it, but right now it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.
He really is.
Then you leave me no choice.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Jiminy, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I guess I'm okay.
Does that count as a lie? I mean, he was believing that he actually would die, so... Like, I'm not sure whether or not Riku actually controls this thing or not, or it just attacks by itself. Okay, now here's the next stage of the fight that's a little bit more difficult just purely because... Well, because of the fact that now you kind of need to deal with stomach acids. Well, oh, right, poison. Trying to block. Okay, I blocked the first one.
Come on! Thunder! See ya! Fire!
Fire! Fire! Fire! Fire! Fire!
Here!
Thank you.
Come on! Come on! Fire! Heal!
Okay, first of all, you can just screw off with your stomach acids.
Come on!
I really appreciate it, Donald.
Come on! Come on!
Thanks. I really do appreciate this. I'm not saying Donald's a bad bad support character. It's just he's not that great in this game because of a lot of other factors. But you know, there are times where he shines. And he's dead. Yeah, upward slash, upward slash. Well, at least that deals with him. And finally we can exit out of this world. For now, I'll come back for whatever treasure I didn't get. I think there's some. Why?
Riku, where are you?
He went through this evil portal thingy. You can't get to him now. Attain the power. Ooh! Yes! Spell, stop. And then it's gonna be stop Ra and then stop Gra. Okay, maybe not stop Gra. I'm not sure. But, oh, hey, Riku.
So, Kairi's like a lifeless puppet now?
Sort of.
Precisely.
And her heart was...
Taken by the Heartless, no doubt.
Well, actually...
Tell me, what can I do?
There are 7 maidens of the purest heart. We call them the Princesses of Heart. Gather them together, and a door will open to the heart of all worlds. Within lies untold wisdom. There you will surely find a way to recover Kairi's heart.
Kingdom Hearts.
Now, I'll grant you a marvelous gift.
I think.
Power to control the Heartless.
I don't think this was such a good idea. Especially for what's to come.
Soon, Kairi. Soon.
Okay, yeah, this is how she's manipulating him. She's trying to convince him to open the door that'll lead to whatever it is she's looking for. You know, that thing she just said. Because there's no way that it's that easy, or what it's gonna do. I don't know why doing this to his stomach causes him to just outright, like, sneeze us out, but it happens. I sure hope Pinocchio and Geppetto are okay. Yeah, hopefully they landed safely somewhere. Riku.